First, it's always super important to generate cash. You can tell if companies are cheating or not, depending on whether or not they're generating cash. They could show earnings and no cash, and then you're like, doesn't matter. But the second thing for Boeing is they want to pay down some of this debt they have in the balance sheet over time, right? They need to get themselves into better rating sort of territory. And so that cash generation will go to, at some point, helping to liquidate some of that debt and then tightening up the balance sheet.
George, where's Boeing these days on delivery of those 737 MAX? You've told us in the past that that's really the cash generator for this company. And where are they these days, and where do you expect them to get to?
Yeah, so Kelly Ortberg confirmed that they're at 47 a month about now. We're seeing a little bit less come out the door of the factory, but that they measure these at different points in the production schedule. But they're 47, going to 52 early next year. Another important component of that cash flow story, right? The beauty of this business is it does finance itself as you increase build rate. And so as you increase build rate, airplanes start to, you get ready to cut metal in airplanes. You go out and you ask the customer to start bringing the deposits. And they bring deposits as the airplane moves down the production process to essentially fund the build of the airplane. So when you're increasing build rates, customers are increasing the send of money into the company, and that's what we saw driving cash flow today. When you slow down build rates unexpectedly, customers stop sending that money in, and you suddenly have to finance it somewhere else. So again, this cash generation, a nice positive because customers are submitting cash because airplanes are about to be cut or in the process, and as you boost that build rate, you bring more of that in, which means it should persist if things go well.
Let's talk about JetBlue because that company reported earnings as well. And it looks like it posted a loss in the quarter, but it was narrower than what analysts had anticipated. JetBlue I don't want to call it an also-ran, but it's not doing as well as Delta and United with their premium offerings. But it's been trying to make up for that lost ground. How's it doing in that effort?
Yeah, I mean, yields came in a bit better than we thought. I think they were high single digits, getting close to 10%. I think that's pretty good. It's pretty challenging right now. I think, for a company like JetBlue, the good portion of their business right now is going to be the premium business and any loyalty money they can make. It's never going to be as much as Delta and United. And so they kind of operate from a disadvantage to that standpoint. Again, they do have a bunch of premium seats inside those airplanes, especially Transcon. They have a pretty loyal following, but that back of the airplane basic economy seat, I think, is the challenge seat right now for getting the right price for it. And so, and there's a bit of a scramble, I think, going on now between them and Frontier to try to grab those customers that Spirit Airlines left behind. Now, again, that's not a high-end customer. But it looked a bit better to us during the quarter than we had originally expected as well. So it does okay. Again, we're still, this is still a very challenging environment for them, but looked a bit better than we expected.
George, I'm so glad you bring up Spirit because JetBlue has won court approval to acquire Spirit's LaGuardia slots. It still requires the FAA approval, but it's trying to pick up some of the benefits of a competitor going away. Does that change the game for JetBlue to get these precious slots at LaGuardia Airport?
Well, I mean, I don't know that it changes the game, but it's LaGuardia slots are high-value slots. Given the proximity to New York City, this is a core market for JetBlue. You'd like to not only take those slots, but keep competitors out of there to fight for those tickets or those customers. So to me, it'd be a good sign if they can get a hold of them, and probably well on their way if they've already got they've got one approval.